right. Let's give it the old test. 1 2 1 2. Let's give it the old test. 1 2 1 2. All right, folks, sorry about that. Everything's playing in a loop now. Okay, let's get booted up, suited up. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and it's been a few days. After Saturday bad outing, I decided to take a few days off. And I had a wonderful weekend. I played a lot of Call of Duty with my son, and it was a refreshing break away from sim racing for a few days. And I think it helped too, because yesterday I came in and got some practice in, and actually went pretty good. I mean, it was effortless, and I relaxed and didn't, tense up and overanalyze everything, that kind of stuff. Also, yesterday, while I was practicing Automobilista 2, my wheel disconnected on me again. So this is not a Le Mans Ultimate thing. This is either a me thing or it's a Fanatec thing. So I ended up uninstalling the Fanatec control panel and re-downloading the control panel. And so I lost all my settings. So I just basically left everything at default except for a couple of tweaks. And I left my force feedback at 35. I normally have it at 50. And when I was doing some practicing, everything was smooth. I was turning in some lap times that I was really happy with. So I don't know. So I might have to leave that force feedback down, because whenever I was going around corners and had to make corrections, it was effortless. Just turn the wheel. I didn't have to, try to put some oomph behind it. So yeah, that was pretty good. So let me boot up the game here. We've got about 10 minutes before the next session starts. Close that. Turn on speech chat. And let's get the game booted up. Hope everybody is doing well. It's got a little break and some decent weather today. I think it was 53 degrees, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all. So I had to move something around. Normally I have a fan sitting over there. I moved it directly over to my left because I was starting to be a little bit concerned that the fan might be blowing the hot air right back into my wheelbase, because the wheelbase does have an exhaust in the back to blow heat out, and it's possible that maybe the fan that I had blowing in my face might have been trapping the heat inside the wheelbase, and maybe that contributed to the disconnects. I don't know, but I just decided to move it so there's nothing trapping the air inside the wheelbase, and the hot air can come out the back like it's meant to. I hope that works, because what I don't want is to have a situation where my wheelbase is probably getting ready to take a crap. I understand these have a 5-year warranty, and I really don't want to go through the headache of trying to send this thing back to Fanatec or anything like that, paying for shipping and well, there's 80 people registered. Let's get registered. So checking the leaderboard. So let's go back to the daily races. Checking the leaderboard. Starting with this one here. Everyone seems to favor the Porsche. So it's Porsche and Ferrari. And look at this. The top rated Corvette is number 73 with a 158.9. But in practice, I was doing a 159.8. So if I can do those lapse times consistently, I would be okay with that. But I did do a few laps with the Porsche, and honestly, I was only about 0.2 faster with the Porsche than I was with the Corvette. So I just decided to go ahead and stick with the Corvette. Let me see here. This other daily race here, which I will do this one next. The Monza without the chicanes. Checking the leaderboard. The majority of the cars here is the BMW, with, you know, some Fords and Ford Mustangs and Ferraris scattered out. So when I do this race, I think I will stick with the Ferrari. So on to the title. Yeah, ACC drivers and iRacing drivers are flocking on board Le Mans Ultimate. I think when Le Mans Ultimate first came out, you know, it was under heavy criticism for being in early access, and I think, I mean, I was one of the people that played this game right from the word go, and my belief in this game never wavered. You know, you had the people that didn't care for the game being in early access, but they would still went ahead and streamed it anyway because, you know, it's the obligatory thing. It's the new sim out. You got to get out, take a look at it, get your content out there on it, yada yada yada. And then when we got the first DLC, there was still a little bit of criticism about Studio 397 charging for DLC, even though the game is still in early access. But I was totally okay with that because I do feel like I got value for my money. And not only that, I do understand that they have to pay for these licenses. And I think that Studio 397 was, I think they've been transparent with their roadmap, and they have been listening to the community. If there's an issue, they fix it ASAP. They're listening to the community as far as features and other things they would like to see in the game that would enhance the experience, and they've been listening. And so this game has come a very, very long way. And so once we got the GT3 DLC, that brought a lot of people in, and people were like, okay, maybe this game is okay, yada yada yada. And then the recent DLC that came out, I think a couple of weeks ago, now I look around and there's just more LMU content, you know, than you can shake a stick at. I mean, it's LMU content everywhere. So now I'm just swallowed up. I'm just another face in the crowd as far as streamers who stream Le Mans Ultimate. You know, and I think I'm not going to say I was one.
Arkansas said, true. I hated loudly for that first 4 to 6 months, LOL. Learned a lesson on judging negatively too soon.
You know, the thing about it is, man, the fact of the matter is, man, Studio 397, in my opinion, just took a lot of heat because of that license situation where I guess they tried to buy all the licenses or something and try to monopolize them. That at least one person is going to try that, because
Arkansas said, now I'm cutting for LMU.
Oh, I love LMU, Now, coming back to this license thing, EA tried it. EA tried that. They've got the NFL license. They've got the NHL hockey license. They had the FIFA license. What else you know, they can go back and, I believe they can go back and get the NBA license if they choose to. And then when Major League Baseball basically made Sony put MLB The Show on Xbox, it was either do that or we shop the license around. And if EA would have bought that baseball license, they would have tried to have a sports monopoly, and in all likelihood you probably would have had to go through their subscription service Origin in order to access all those sports games. Somebody's always, at least one person's going to try that. Will it work? You know, whatever. So you know, if Studio 397 was that entity that tried that, then it is what it is. By the time I entered the picture, I mean, I guess the licenses had, the NASCAR license had went back to iRacing and whatever. So I wasn't there to see this thing happen right from the start. So for me to jump in and act like I didn't like Studio 397, that'd be virtue signaling. You know, it didn't affect me. I wasn't playing any of the other games where they had licenses, NASCAR, IndyCar, stuff like that. I wasn't playing any of those types of games. I was strictly stuck on ACC and GT3. If it wasn't ACC, GT3, I didn't want to play it. So it wasn't my place to jump up and down and act like I'm pissed about the licenses that Studio 397 acquired. So by the time I started paying attention to who 397 was, is when LeMans Ultimate was announced. And I paid special attention to that because Circuit de la Sarthe is my favorite track in the world, and the 24 Hours of Le Mans is my favorite race in the world. So once I learned that they had the WEC license, already knew that, okay, whenever there's a virtual 24 Hours of Le Mans, this is the entity that's going to be doing it. So I paid attention from there before I even seen what the game looked like. So yeah, I was never on board that shit. Getting mad at Studio 397. Oh, the race is starting now. Hopefully it doesn't crash, because that was happening last week.
Darkensaw said, once I got back from WEC Coda, I was like, let me just check, then I saw you and others on it in VR and that got me curious.
Well, it became obvious, Darkensaw, that when I first got a taste of this game, even though, you know, the VR was hidden from the public, I still accessed the VR anyway.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
And I was still using the VR when it didn't look good. But hey, you know, Studio 397, they knew we were using it and they were okay with it, you know. So in fact, they wanted our feedback. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. I mean, they didn't like ask me personally for feedback, but they had, like Stephen Hood said, for those of you that's been using the VR that's been hitting, he said, you know, keep using it. And he was like, we got a few things to roll out that we'd like you to test out for us. Probably have to pull the microphone a little bit closer to me.
The exit's clear, don't cross the white line. Got cold brakes all round. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay, I took a wrong turn.
Green flag, sector 2. Checkered flag, E14. That's the end of the session, V14.
All right. Tires. Let's go. Damn, somebody already got a stop and go? That's terrible.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Clay. We've got 6 minutes to set a lap.
I had that happen to me.
Brakes are cold. Take it easy.
I had that happen to me before too, where I got a stop and go from something I did during quali, and I had to serve it at the beginning of the race.
Minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Darkensaw said, "All I can say is this is a great time to be a sim racer. This has quickly become one of my fave tracks ever."
I definitely agree about this being a great time to be a sim racer.
Darkensaw said, "Also, thoughts on Ferrari F1?
Yeah, like as far as the real life F1, yeah, Lewis got to get that championship.
Taking a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it.
Darkensaw said, "Hamilton is on. Did you see his smile in the post-test interviews? Haven't seen him like that since 2019.
I haven't really watched the interviews that much, to tell you the truth.
The leader's just done a 2:00.1. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Brake temperatures are fine.
But this lap is a wash.
Darkensaw said, "Did you see the Cadillac curse take effect round 1 when they rear-ended each other and broke both cars while running 1-2?
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, this is the one where Cadillac gonna get that win. Cause I'm pulling for Cadillac in the WEC.
This lap won't count, you've got the track. The leader has just done a 1:59.63. The guy behind has just done a 2:00.7.
This is it. This is my last chance.
E3, sector 3 time is quick. Okay, pit stop requested. Pit crew's ready.
Darkensaw
That's the end of the session.
said,
E3.
"I'm so hopeful for Caddy this season.
Me too.
Just bad luck after bad luck. The car is ready to do it. Knock out that last lap." Slow to Pro Sim Racing said, "How's the racing?"
Well, the race hasn't started yet, but I mean, I'm okay with my lap time. 2 minutes flat. I'm a half a second off of the leader, so I'm okay with that. Because in practice yesterday when I was practicing, I did a 150. I did a 159.8. So I'm happy with that. So at the moment, I'm sitting in 4th place, and I love the GTEs. I think I have more success
Teams and
with
drivers go to the grid for a race start.
So this is split 3 of 17. That probably explains why the lap times are within reach. Let's see here. How many laps is this race going to be? Okay, 10 laps. So I'm going to put 12 laps worth of fuel in there. Oh, this started to get a little bit breezy in here. All right. As long as I don't start up that bullshit of pushing my brake mark too far, like this stretch right here, I got it.
Slow to Pro Sim Racing said, I think I prefer Monza with the first chicane. Darkensaw said, hopefully I can get a race tonight, about to get these kids in bed in 20 minutes.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, if you race tonight, good luck. And yeah, I do prefer Monza with the chicane.
Green flag, green flag.
What was he doing? What was he thinking?
Side's clear. Yellow flag, sector 1. Clear right. Forget about that. It'll probably just punch out. Clear left. Car clear left. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, sector 3. Sector 2 is now yellow. Green flag in sector 2. Sector 1 is green.
Slow to Pro Sim Racing said, are you enjoying the online championship?
I haven't played it. I haven't played the online championship that much.
Car left, clear left. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
9, 2, 11,
We think King has crashed. P5. sector 3.
Darkensaw said, "These boys wild, is
Yeah.
the championship like GT Sport Nation / World Cup?"
Ooh.
Yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like Osborne has gone off. Sector 2 is clear. Just done 2:00.2 seconds.
Time 2:00.21.
E5. Alright Clay, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Yellow flag sector 2, come on, nail him already. Stewards have warned us about track limits, keep it between the lines. Sector 2 is green. The leader has just done a 1:59.66. Sector 2 is yellow.
0.25.
We think Cook and King have stacked it. Clear right. Clear right. Green flag in sector 2. Car clear right. Right side's clear.
I lost him there because I couldn't see around him for a second.
The gap to P4 ahead is now 0.7. Yellow flag. We can see racing. Spin it. Green flag, sector 2. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. The gap behind is now 0.42. Okay, Clay, you just cut the track. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Okay, Clay, there are chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. We're at the halfway point.
Lap 2:02.64. The gap to P6 behind is increasing. It's now 1.0. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. We think that Joe has been dead. Okay, Clay, the next car is Gerald. Sector 2 is now green. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay. P4. Clear left. Track limits. Clear right.
I made an illegal pass and had to give it back.
Right side's clear. Clear left.
Clay, you've used half your fuel.
I wonder what the point of that was.
The gap is now 1.0 seconds. Okay, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. We think that Rucker has gone off. Sector 3 is green.
Time 2:00.69.
Sector 1 is clear. Pay attention to track limits, please, Clay. Clear right.
Damn it.
Clear left. Push harder. Get a podium here.
Another
Yellow
illegal
flag,
pass.
caution.
I had to give it back or get a penalty.
It looks like Rucker has spun off. Green flag, sector 2. To go, 2 minutes. Clear left.
That time was a 2:00.08.
Into the sector 2, yellow flag. Left, clear left.
Clear left. Clear right. Oh, Clay. Come on, mate. Defend your position. Clear left.
I don't know if he's pissed at me or what.
On the podium. Good drive. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
I mean, he let me up underneath there trying. It looked at me like he was going to try for the switchback. I mean, I hope that's your way of saying good race. I got the podium. And I was only about a half second off of the fastest lap, so I think I could have done a lot better, but I'm definitely okay with that. All right, I think everybody's accounted for. Nope, still one more guy out there. Ah, now here he comes. Well, let's go see the damage. Whoa, how about that? Expected you to qualify 17th, qualify 4th, qualify the top half. Expected you to finish 17th, finish 3rd. And by now, you guys probably see just how much rank I lost from the bad 2 weeks that I had. What the fuck? Okay. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do this one. Everything in my gut tells me I should use the BMW because that's what everybody else is using, but I gotta stay tried and true. Check the leaderboard, and other than that Mustang right there at the top, it's mostly BMWs. However, there is a Ferrari at 19th. So, I gotta grab a drink, folks. So I'll be right back. In case you didn't hear me, I gotta grab a drink. I will be right back. I realize now with my racing seat in a more relaxed position, it makes me a little bit further from the microphone. So it might be a little bit more difficult to hear me during races, but we'll figure something out. All right, be right back. Gotta grab a drink. Let me check something.